Here we are in my bathroom, all decorated for Halloween. Let me tell you a little bit about what we have done. We put peel and stick tile on the floor from Amazon. My farmhouse sink is from Amazon, and my shower curtain is from Amazon. I have added the bows to the top of the shower. Just shutting the door. We have taken an old piece of a vintage bed, and all we did was, my husband had this go through his machine to cut in half, and it lays flush against the wall. These pegs were original to the bed, where you would use the string to pull from side to side. It would hold the mattress up, I believe. I forget what it's called. Over here, my husband made darling little scalloped shelves. And I have some cute little pumpkin and vintage items on the shelves. I just used a bottle here and put some stems in it. On the back of the toilet, I just have a little gold dish I thrifted and put some fall stems in there. Here is my little hat, and I just put a little bow on here. And for making a video, I've hung a fishing wire across to make it look like the bow is flying through the air. Just tucked it around this. My little antique boots I use for props at Halloween time. My husband has shiplapped the ceiling and shiplapped the walls. They actually used repurposed hurricane boards to cut down to make the ceiling. And then he made the wood beams. Over here, we have added some light fixtures. I didn't entirely love the colors, so we have spray painted them with gold. I found the mirror at a thrift store. It was just the perfect little find with this little detail on it. Dish. Normally this is over here. Another thrifted vase with some blooms for Halloween. I've had this mirror for quite some time, and I've been waiting a long time to put it into my vintage bathroom. My husband used recycled wood we found to make the shelf, and he made the corbels out of wood, and then we have added, first we stained them dark, and then we added chalk paint, and then you quickly add Elmer's glue and then more chalk paint on top, and it separates like this. Love how they turned out. Over here, he made this little medicine cabinet, and I think over time we may or may not put a door on it. I filled it with some vintage pieces. actually looking at it, I feel like I pinched some vintage pieces and it's it needs a few more items. Up here, this is the door in to get out of the bathroom. Instead of trying to find a vintage door, which is like a smaller width, he took the door we had and made scalloped edges. And this is just wood he's added to the door. I'm still looking for a vintage door handle. Over in this corner, well, first of all, I see my tea towel fell down. I just have a sweet little vintage stool. I absolutely love this. It's actually a shame to cover it up right now. And I just have lots of little stems that are going in this sweet little pot. I knew I had 3 that matched. This had fallen on the floor, but you get the idea. My husband made this out of the leg of a table. And I just said it looked so cute, and he added some pegs. It just looks very old and rustic. There's a ceiling again. And this is the view over here. We had tile in the shower, and we have added plaster to get that look instead of having the tile. And that is the bathroom.